is I, the Grizzly Adams of RPGs. Today, today I'm going to be talking about a series of videos that I saw here, right here, on YouTube. Videos about power gaming. Now, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, you want to know your main man's views on power gaming? Wood, WWAD, Power Gamers. You can find it. You can watch it. You will enjoy it. Definitely one of the more entertaining videos I believe that I have put out, if I do say so myself. And whoa, damn, I certainly do. Now, that being put aside, don't put it too far aside. I heard a lot of other people talking about power gaming, and it sort of came across to your main man like this. Why won't you leave? Why won't you leave power gamers alone? Power gamers are good people. Power gamers just want to ruin your game. They only want to drive people from the hobby. Why don't you want to include power gamers? Why would you bully power gamers? I mean, I heard this in some videos, and I can't remember exactly which one of them came across exactly like that to me. But I've reached out to some of these proponents of power gamers, of bringing power gamers around and so forth. Now listen, you want to... And another thing that came across was somehow purporting that over as a good thing for the hobby, as a way to grow the hobby. Now, what I'll tell you is this. I have had hundreds, perhaps thousands of messages, because I actually write people back. Typically, at least when we used to be able to use this, thank you, Google, for destroying the use and even the community building aspects of YouTube. So, that aside, there and on Facebook and in other places, I try to reach out via this medium, and then when those individuals out there want to reach back to me, I try to get back to you to a degree where it seems to actually surprise people. I will take time to go through things. If you send me pages and pages of stuff, I'm probably not going to read that. Just to be honest, but to quick questions, I do try to get back as much as I can. It might alarm you how many I get in the past and now as well. So, that being said, I hear what people are saying, and that generally is one of the number one things. Power gaming destroyed my game group. Power gaming destroyed my game experience. Power gaming 20 years ago ran me out of the hobby. Now I heard your videos and went, whoa, this is what role-playing is? That's what I thought it was. This is awesome. 3 months later, I have a group. This is great. I love the hobby. God, I wish I'd been doing this all my life. So, I take certain umbrage and resentment because I've seen it face to face. I've seen it there, the ugly monster, the worm that corrupts the apple of the goodness. Power gaming. So I do take it personal and don't like it, and would further go ahead to say that I don't want power gamers in the hobby at all, period. However, that being said, those that want to grow the hobby in that direction seem to have actually thrown it in one of the videos, and I'm talking about you, Juventud Guerrera GM, if you will, juiciness, talking about in almost a way if it's, say, myself, or not, it wasn't directed towards me. I'm not trying to put that over at all. But an individual like myself, or and I think he was going off on David of Wrestling Legacy, that somehow you should always try to grow the hobby, apparently in any possible way, even if it directly conflicts with what you're trying to do. And my responsibility in the hobby is to grow and teach the branch of the hobby that I love. I love gaming, role-playing. And if somehow we have to call it immersive, it's just fucking role-playing. It's actually role-playing. The game says role-playing. That's what we're doing. It doesn't say power gaming. If it said that, I would not buy the book. So write that on the book and have a blast with it. I want role-playing. That's what I want to do. I don't think it's aberrant or strange or odd. And I certainly don't want individuals in my space, in my sphere, in what I'm trying to put together that are actively going to undermine and damage what I'm doing. That's not what I want. I want people that are going to be very entertaining and enjoyable for me to play with as a player, to have game masters and other players as a game master to have players who are vibing on that same page. If you want all of Power Game Smorgasbord Fest, that's on you to grow. That's on you to build. That's your responsibility. Not mine, not anyone else that is of role playing. And that goes further to say just these two camps. Sean Connors, my buddy, the Outsider 68. You can go check his channel out and subscribe to him. Even though people call him a gnome, and we know what I think of gnomes. So you big, tall, lanky gnome. There, you got to plug in a shout out, baby. And I do love you. But he said, and it's really what I take away is probably the best quote from his channel, and it's one of the better quotes I've heard on YouTube, period. I'm not even going to say our RPG videos. He said, look, we're like a D20. Or maybe like two eight-sided, right? Boom! Plugs within the Ring of Fire. Pick it up today. Drive through RPG or hit your main man up directly. And he talked about that. Different facets. There's different facets of what those facets represent in terms of the type of players you have, and there's so many different styles of players. Of course, I answered Sean back and said, a 1 isn't good though, and a 20 is. Boom! Yeah, because I'll get slick on your ass. So. My basic commentary there is, I've been trying to get a power gamer to come on here and face down the messiah of RPGs and be taken to school. Woo! By God, one more time. And I do want one. Actually, been trying to get Juice on here to, I don't know how much of a power gamer he really is. I've heard some very imbecilic comments though. Oh, power gamers, please don't leave stuff like that. I mean, me personally, I got a body of well over 100 hours worth of gameplay out there that you can watch. I don't power game. I'm not a power gamer. I make characters to be psychologically explored. And, they vary from very low power to a decent amount of power. But particularly in games like Pathfinder that demand, create, and force power gaming, I try to be very careful because it gets embarrassing to me. It's like, hey, look, here's my fucking ridiculous superhero character. And it's no secret. I do detest Pathfinder and find it to really be what I hear back from people. The common vibe and word I get regarding that is it's really sort of become the cesspool. D&D was always sort of looked at by a lot of people, I'm not saying myself, but by a lot of people, as sort of the cesspool of RPGs, where you'd find the most egregious aspects. And I think Pathfinder has just held that son of a bitch up. They took that to a whole nother level. But I definitely want to get someone on here to try to defend power gaming to you, the barbarian horde. And I think that would be entertaining. Spectacle, which will of course resolve nothing, as everything seems to do. But I'm working on it, and the juicy one, Juventud, you trick ass jabroni, putting you on the smackdown list, baby. You need to come on here. You need to defend your ridiculous notions and actions and so forth. And you can check him out. I think it's just GM Juice. Is that your channel name? Juicy GM, the juicy one. Is it Juventud Guerrero, the game master? I'm not sure what it is exactly, but just type that in. Type in Juventud Guerrero's mask game master, and you will probably not find him. No, I think it's GM Juice. You can see that video from him and the style he promotes. So kind of my whole deal is like this, man. Look, I agree with the sentiment that Sean Connors puts over in his D20 gimmick there, but my channel is very clearly been about putting over the style of gaming that I love. That's what my channel's about. It's about giving you tips and tweaks and ideas as to how you get that in there, how you can make your game more role-playing centric, as opposed to number crunchy, as opposed to gritty, as opposed to anything that's not going to immerse you into the game, as opposed to not Monty Halling, not power gaming. None of those things. It's about the cinematic aspect. It's about making that game memorable, hit hard, hit those punches, put people in tears and knock the breath out of someone leave someone in a state of mentally being mentally affected by the game and loving to come back. You know, just hitting you up, bothering your ass, really wanting to get back in that next game. You know, where it's like, oh, so let's play tomorrow. You know, which is pretty much the best compliment a game master can get. You know, when you're really getting that, and not getting that from someone who just has fucking nothing to do. You're like, oh fuck it, I guess let's play tomorrow. Like when you get that vibe, like that. Yeah, we need to get back in that ass. That's really what I vibe on. That's really about the most awesome thing you can hear as a game master, or the most awesome thing you can feel as a player. And when the game master's like, all right. And game masters, I'll tell you this about us: we can be flattered, and you could give us energy. And you know, within a ring of fire, that's boo. That's a carryover experience. Make that game master happy. Make them have a great time out there, and you damn well might get them bonus sessions. And that's how you win at RPG. It doesn't matter how big your sword is. The sword isn't real. It matters how awesome that game is, with the great memories, all those sort of things. And that's what I vibe, and that's what I play for. That's what I try to bring people into. You know, intelligent, creative people who are going to have a great time in wonderful stories and epic sagas. That's what I'm about. You know, I'm not about dealing 10 points of damage and passing that turn. I'm not about +9 swords. I'm not about that. That's not what I fuck with. I'm not about halflings. I'm definitely not about gnomes. And I'm sure as hell not about kinders or warforges. But those are topics for other videos, which you can type in, because those have all been made and will be made again. So, I have no idea what to call this. But I'm Irish, and we tend to ramble, so fuck you. Thanks for watching, baby.